Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
Keep that in mind, Hawk. Elves you see elsewhere, figments of your imagination.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're Elven no more.
I was given an amulet for someone named Marathari.
How do you know that name?
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought he'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marathari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Marathari. I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andaranatishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. There's truth in your face. A rare thing in a human. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Your guards said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belinar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child. Made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You will find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
This mountain is cursed, I swear. 3 days in a row, dear.
Maybe it's not the mountain. Maybe it's just you that's cursed, my love.
You always know just what to say to put my mind at ease. This mountain is cursed, I swear. 3 days in a row.
Conclude your business with Keeper Marathari, Shemlin, and be gone from here. Conclude your business with Keeper Marathari, Shemlin, and be gone from here.
Up and around Atishan, Anethera, human.
You can't tell
Keep it
what
once you
it
hear.
is. That is rubbish.
Oh. It's a little flat for a ball, perhaps?
Told you so. Shemlin. Wonderful.
Dalish
Make your
crafting
business
is
here
second
quick.
to none, I assure you.
Up and around Atishan, stranger.
Your family used to be noble, right?
By some definition of the term.
Do you ever wonder what your life would have been like if you were still nobles?
Sunshine, nobility is just an expensive lifestyle. I've already got one of those.
Nobles have power too, and responsibilities.
Estates, servants, investments, mercenaries, assassins. We've still got all those things. It's sunnier here, and nobody calls me my lord. I think I can live with that.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway. The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marathari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sundermort.
My name is Hawk. Glad to make your acquaintance, Meryl.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
I've lived in Kirkwall for a year now. It's a good place to get a fresh start.
Really? I hope you're right. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Let's get this over with. Let's make this quick! The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving. And no one minds having to pick up and move over and over just to protect a few of you. Why would they mind? Once we've picked over a hunting ground, there's no reason to stay. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
I'm glad you decided to pitch in back there.
Oh! Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't sure I'd be much good. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
Luck in the next line.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
What's going on here, Meryl?
Nothing. Just ignorance. We should go. I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashabelana isn't known for her patience. I can open the way forward. One moment.
Felt the veil shift. You called something here. Are you insane?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
The barrier is gone, certainly.
Surely there was a safer way.
Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathon, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara, the endless dream they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Trap! On your guard! Move!
I'll show you.
Get back!
Being a guardsman seems like a better
can't
life
do
than
that.
being a soldier.
Oh?
My
Not
brother
going
was
to
a
happen.
soldier. It's all about taking land and serving some king you've never met. Guardsmen, they do something real. They protect people. They make their lives better.
I don't know if I agree.
Neither would my brother.
I think it's safe now. Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the...
Aharin amalana salen. Emma ira au bella serviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In usanera narivas.
Under Anatishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
I agreed to deliver the amulet, though you could have told me you were inside it.
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed. You smuggled me here quite nicely.
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. And even trade, I think.
You have plans, I take it?
Destiny awaits us both, dear boy. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
What should I do?
Do as I do. Become a dragon. You could never be a dragon. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashbellinar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy. Maceranus, child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Alain.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You already know me. You'll make other friends soon enough.
Guy. Thank you. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
I'd like that, Meryl.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though.
Why, hello there. I don't suppose you've heard of any work?
Please.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
Can we help this woman? This could be Mother.
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade
It gives him nightmares, dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle, but I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fainriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turned to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe. I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
You and Fainriel's father are not married?
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him. I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fainriel wanted to meet him.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
Magic can be a fearful gift. Your son deserves the best aid learning how to manage it.
My husband Wesley was a Templar. They're not all fanatics to be feared.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Have faith, and the Maker will return.
Have you anything to spare?
Greetings, Sarah. You look like a man who'd be interested in the finest Antivan steel to grace his hand. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
Son? I have never had that privilege, Sarah. My poor wife, she's back in Antiva and cannot see me often with my travels.
Please, Sarah. I know you must fear for Fainriel, but we mean him no harm.
Hard to tell in this city who means who harm, no?
Perhaps you can set his mind at ease.
We are no Templars, Sarah. You'll find no better friend to a young, scared mage.
Maldición, you are a mage. I suppose you'd be kind then to a boy who resists being taken in by Templars?
Of course.
The boy's in over his head. So I sent him to the only man I know who doesn't despise mages. A former Templar named Samson.
Why would a Templar help him?
His conscience plagues him, having served the Templars too long. He now helps mages on the run. He stays out of sight during the day. At night, he stays near Darktown. That's the best place to find him.